Hello and welcome to On the Line with Babsie. Babsie is my mom, and this is our weekly phone call together. My name is Michèle Haines. I'm a voice actor, comedian based in Los Angeles, calling my mom back east. And we are recording at soundBOX, LA. Let's see what happens.
Oh my goodness. Well, I've never been on a pod before.
Yeah, it's a podcast, but yeah.
Podcast, yes.
Yep.
Is anyone listening?
No, it's just
Michelle.
us. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, what was I getting? Oh, so I don't even use the telephone. You might hear it ringing. I don't answer it because it is full of static. And Bobby said that the connection from somewhere to the house is probably damp, and we get this terrible static. So I don't use that phone at all, just so you know.
Why don't you just cancel the service?
How are you?
Fine.
The service is terrible, yes.
No, I didn't say
in
that.
Bel Air.
Yeah, I said, why don't you just cancel your landline? Nobody uses it. And
correct. Well, we would, but the telephone, television, everything is connected together. So we can't turn off one without turning off the cellular and everything else. So
that's
we'll
not
just
true.
keep it.
Okay.
What? Yes.
Okay.
Who
There's
said that?
I did. There's a way to turn it off, but okay.
Oh, you mean unplug it?
No. Cancel your landline. Well, you can unbundle it.
Unbundle. Well, I'll tell David, but he said there's no need to turn it off because it's all together. You know,
right.
We wouldn't get a credit or anything.
Sure.
I think that's what he means.
And it's nice to have the telemarketers call and hear it ring endlessly.
Oh, I don't answer them, and I found a way. They said, you say, Moshi, and then they hang up because that's Japanese, and you just keep saying Moshi, and eventually they hang up, and usually they don't call back.
How many times do you have to say it?
I don't know because I've never done it. Other people have.
Japanese
so
people?
I thought, well, no, you can be any make. Not make. You can be anyone.
Okay.
But you just keep saying a word that they can't understand. Eventually they get tired and hang up.
So they could just listen to us.
I'm listening.
Forget it.
Yes. So what is new in California? How's the weather? Must be gorgeous.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway.
Oh, yes. Did you want me to ask me something?
Sure. Sorry,
okay.
I'm not used to being able to get a word in. Now I don't know what to do.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just continue.
Please.
Well, yesterday, I use sealing wax to write notes to people and cards and everything. Well, they're made in China now, and they don't have a wick on them anymore.
Wait,
whereas
what are you talking about? Sealing wax?
Like sealing wax.
Sealing?
Where you put your personal stamp.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Sealing wax for letters and notes.
Got it.
The pretty colors. Well, I ordered them, and of course they came from China. I think all
nothing
of it
wrong with
does
that.
Now. Oh, no. That's all right. We need a deal, though. But anyway, I ordered some, but they don't make sealing wax with wicks anymore, which is not good. Well, anyway, I lit the match, and I was melting the sealing wax on the envelope, and it caught fire. And I thought, oh, no.
And burn the house down.
Well, actually, I blew it out and it fell all over my fingers. Oh, so I have a big, I sat there and I just was in agony because the flame was out, but it was fully melted on my thumb. And
Oops.
I thought, I'm going to lose that finger. But, but I didn't. I
Good.
went to the sink and put ice cold water on it, but the sealing wax sealed my thumb. I, oh,
I'll never hail a
what
cab again.
right. Not with 5 fingers, but,
Or a thumb.
yeah. Well, my thumb, you don't realize how important a thumb is
Yes, I
until
do.
you can't use it anymore. Well, I started peeling and I thought, this isn't good. It's
Uh-oh.
going to take the skin off. Oh,
Hmm.
well, it was quite a glob of it that covered my fingerprint, and it's so painful. Well, I finally got it off without my skin coming with it.
Good.
So now I have this huge blister. So I can't use my thumb. But the problem is that it's all right. It heals from under
What are you
the
doing?
swelling.
Your phone is going in and out.
Oh, I'm not doing anything. I think it's the Verizon service in Maryland.
Are you moving?
No, I'm sitting on the sofa.
Okay. Well, you should move. You have to get your steps in.
Oh,
But anyway, continue.
move? Oh,
But don't.
well, I mean, I'm sure this is not important, but so anyway, I slowly peeled it off and it just ached and throbbed. Well, today, it's a big blister. So I asked the pharmacist yesterday, and then I went to Wegman. I asked the pharmacist there his opinion, and they both concur.
They both said
that,
don't do that.
Do what?
Never mind. Continue. Don't burn your finger.
So, it was really. I sympathize with people that get a serious burn. It is extremely painful. But anyway, so it's getting better. It will heal from within, and then you peel off the top layers of skin. So it'll take some time, but I'll have my thumb back because you don't realize when you peel a banana, you need your thumb. So of course, but anything, you don't realize how important the thumb is. Anyway, people take
Yes.
things for granted, and now I can't use that one thumb because it's painful. But anyway,
Which is
so
it?
I was outside. Yes,
Is it your,
yes, I was outside when you called. Sorry. Go ahead if
is
you're
it your
talking.
right or your left?
My right. So
Ooh.
I write oddly now.
Yeah.
My penmanship. Yeah, it sort of goes downhill, but I'm trying to write uphill more to compensate for it. But anyway.
Good.
But so what is new in California? And how is Tim? Is Tim there?
Yes, he's right there.
Oh, yes, Tim. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe that you're so prolific in your business. And I mean, I can believe it, of course. You've been in the business for a long time.
Yes.
But you all have such beautiful voices. Oh, well, I went to Wegman I was out in the garden, and I thought, I don't want to change and go to Wegman for my lemons because I'm supposed to drink lemon water all the time and
Yep.
not tea. So, yes, so good. So I thought, I'm just going to go in my gardening clothes. So I have striped socks on, and then I have the opposite stripes in the top.
Ooh.
And I thought, so I look a little clownish. It doesn't matter. I put my jewelry on. Well, I feel if I put my jewelry on and my little hat, I'm fine. I put my eyes on and my lipstick. So the outfit didn't look so great. Well, when I got in the store, yeah, I do look like a clown.
You
but
look more
anyway,
of a nut when you put the jewelry on top of mismatched clothing.
I know. I thought, well, it doesn't mix, but I thought at least they know that I might have some different clothes at home,
At least they'll get out of your way.
Yes, well, they were very nice. I said, I've been gardening, and they said, that's fine. And
as Mr. T, like I always do.
So anyway, one of my friends at Wegman came over, and I said, Margie, how are you? And she takes care of the special orders, for parties and things. She's very nice. And she said, yes, very nice. And I said, Margie, I was hoping not to see anyone. And she said, isn't it just the way when you don't want to see anyone, you see everyone? I said, well, yes, you're right. You're right. So anyway, when I got home, I looked at this shirt around the neck, and I had dropped spaghetti sauce all over it. Oh, well, that I'm embarrassed about. I mean, it doesn't matter if it didn't match. They all know me there. But I had spaghetti sauce, and now I remember dropping the shell last night. And I thought, don't wear this anywhere. But I was in a hurry, and I got to the store, and I thought I'm just going to run in, get lemons, and, I'll be out. But I found lettuce and everything, but when I got home and saw the front was covered in spaghetti sauce, I thought, oh my word. Oh. So anyway, I have to wash it now, but
you think
anyway,
you could wear it to the Ritz one more time?
Yes. Oh, I bet it's lovely out there. Oh. So what is new? Anything new?
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm sure there is. I don't know.
You know what? I should say motion to this one, but I'm not going to.
Just do it. Pick up and do your moshi.
Oh, it's Bobby Ellard.
Well, get him to go away by moshiing him.
I'll call him later. He's so sweet, but I don't think he knows what moshi is. But I have to tell you something very strange. Bobby's dog passed away, and they got another one. And Diane called from Connecticut. And, oh, dear, here he is again, but I'll call him later. He understands. I don't know his answer. So Diane called from Connecticut to say hello to him. He told him, he told Diane about the... wait a minute,
Just
honey.
tell him you're doing a podcast.
I know. Oh, well, I don't know if he'll know what that is. But anyway.
I think everyone knows.
Michelle, yes, but listen, before I forget, because if I don't get it out, I'll forget my train of thought.
Yep.
Oh, what am I saying? oh, about the dog.
Yeah.
No, listen. Wait a minute. Oh, Diane called and asked Bobby, how they are, and he said, well, we got a new dog, and the dog's name is, who is that singer? Oh, Miley. And I thought of Miley Cyrus, who I don't care for. But anyway, I liked when she was young, but there's another singer, she's English, that I really like. But, I love, well, anyway, I'll tell you about that later.
Finish a thought.
Yeah, my thought was in Connecticut. Let me see. Diane called Bobby. Bobby said the dog's name is Miley.
Uh-huh.
So she told me that they got a new dog, and he said it's Miley. So Bobby called me and said, how are you? I said, fine. I didn't say anything. And he said, oh, we got a new dog. I said, oh, well, what's the name? And he said, Iris. And I said, oh, you mean, oh, no, lilac.
Oh.
Lilac. And I said, oh, you mean like the bush, the flowering bush? And he said, yes. And I said, oh. So then I called Diane, and I said, Diane, are you sure about the name, about the dog? Bobby said it's Lilac. And she said, well, when he called, it was Miley. So the next time she called him, and he said Miley to her again. And then when he called me, he said it's Lilac. So we don't know what the name is.
Okay.
Isn't that odd?
Yeah.
Isn't that strange that when he talks to Diane, it's a different name? I don't understand that.
Huh.
So anyway, so he was
Maybe,
just calling. He calls every week, yeah.
Maybe it's the Verizon connection in Maryland.
I don't think so. I distinctly remember what he said. And I even text Elaine, and Elaine wrote back Lilac.
Huh.
So I don't know what this Miley is. But anyway, yes. So did you watch the Tony Awards?
Nope.
Oh, I love the Tony Awards for Broadway, yeah. But anyway, what else is new?
Nothing. You tell me.
Oh, well, there's, let me see.
Got any other samples on your shirt?
Oh, sure. I have chicken also.
That's. Do you remember the time that you picked me up from school and I was getting in the car? I said, are we having spaghetti for dinner? And she's like, oh, yes. How did you know? Because you had a noodle on your shirt. Yeah, you do that a lot.
That is. Oh my! You mean I was young when I did that too?
Yeah.
Well, oh gee, I've got to be more careful.
Or
I just
pass by a
wanna...
reflective surface on your way in, perhaps.
Do what?
Pass by the mirror once in a while before you go out in public.
I know. I have to go to the ophthalmologist to get a new prescription for glasses. I've been wearing my readers all the time.
Oh.
And some readers, only because I
can't see.
Haven't gotten the prescription. Well, that's what it is. I can't see. And I did not notice that spot. I thought I looked pretty good because I had my earrings and my hat on and everything.
My jewelry
so I thought,
covering.
well, that's not bad. Well, I was hiding behind the cart. I put the cart, made sure that the cart was in front of me so they wouldn't see my striped socks and but nothing did anything for the spaghetti, of course. I didn't know I had that. Oh, it's so embarrassing. I've got to dress up a little more when I go next time.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it sounds like you put in a lot of extra effort to hide.
Yes.
Where you could just change.
Just the car. Oh, I didn't feel like it because I knew I was going back out. So I
did want to change my socks, so I crouched on the ground and I stuck.
Yes.
I went through the back door, hid behind a cart, grabbed my lemons, stole them, left.
I did go quite fast, yes. But a girl, one of the women passed me and she said, I said I was out gardening. She said, oh, no. She said, I'm talking about some little children that have the skating sneakers on. And she said, they're dangerous. I said, well, yes, they can be. And she said, I'm very opposed to them in the store. I said, and I was trying to hide my socks because I thought if she saw the whole outfit, she'd be afraid of me.
Yeah, probably.
So anyway, yes. But anyway, yes, well, I've been redecorating the house. So I put the sofas on those sliders and I slid them where I thought they might look good. And now it's
On the
quite
steps.
comfortable. Both of the sofas are on either side of the fireplace with Nana's glass table in the middle, and it looks very nice. I
Nice.
don't know what to talk about.
Okay, well, I'll ask
What did you want me to? Oh,
Okay,
okay, go ahead.
No point in
Ask me.
whispering because, anyway.
Oh,
Why don't
well,
you...
wait a minute now. It's just you and Tim, right?
Yes.
Is it?
Until
Wait a
we-
minute.
Until this
okay.
is a podcast.
I don't know what that is, actually.
Oh.
Could you explain that? What's the pod? What does that mean?
I don't know. Look it up. Let's see.
Oh, all right. Yes. Yes.
People will be
You have a
listening.
question?
Yeah. Why don't you
Oh,
tell
no.
the story about the Chinese restaurant?
Oh, that's one of the most, yeah. Well, Diane and I was in Greenwich, Connecticut, and we have a favorite Chinese restaurant. Diane usually orders because I'm doing other things, but we were driving through
Dropping
town.
spaghetti on my shirt.
And yeah, no, not this time. It was Szechuan chicken. But anyway, it's delicious. Oh, I love that Chinese restaurant, but I'm sure out by you've got beautiful restaurants. Bel Air, not good. But anyway, in Connecticut.
Bel Air, you're talking Bel Air where you are. The Bel
Maryland.
Air. Yeah, the Bel Air here is quite different.
Oh, no, not Bel Air, California. Because we lived in Monterey, and your Nana and Papa almost bought a home in Pebble Beach, which would have been wonderful if we had that house today. I mean, it was right on the beach. We had our own private beach. And Michelle, I have photographs to show you. But anyway, so what did you ask me?
You're telling, why did you leave there?
Leave where?
Your private beach that you're just talking about.
Oh, California? Well, Papa was active duty in the Army, and we moved every 3 years. And California was one of the most wonderful, along with Germany. Germany was probably, they're 1 and 2. Monterey was absolutely gorgeous. I think it's probably more gorgeous today with all the beautiful homes and everything. And by the way, your brother wants to build a very lovely modern home. And, anyway, Monterey was beautiful, and that'll be in the future, the home, But anyway, your grandparents had a house on Long Island, too. And, they never kept the property because we were traveling every 3 years. So this is my 24th move to this house. But anyway, what were we saying?
Chinese restaurant.
Oh, the Chinese restaurant. Well, so Diane and I went shopping. Diane turns her nose up to shopping because she can't find anything. But anyway.
Chinese food shopping?
No, regular shopping. They don't have the size.
Well,
So-
this is
What?
Maybe I should explain what a podcast is before you say anything you regret. This will be available for the
What?
public.
For what?
For the public.
Well,
Anyone?
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm beginning to question it. But my point is, when you whisper, it doesn't matter. We're just listening to you whisper.
Oh, gee. Oh. All right. Well.
So anything
anyway.
you don't want everyone to know, maybe skip over it. We can edit things.
I can't stand my brother.
Hey, you know what? All right, okay. The less editing we have to do, the better.
Oh, you mean that's bad?
Yes.
Oh, he knows. But anyway, no. If Nana and
Ugh.
Papa knew what they're like. Oh, don't get me
Oh,
started.
yeah, please.
Anyway, well, he
Chinese.
used to
Okay,
be
wait,
kind and
stop.
gentle. Okay,
No
yes.
more of that.
Oh,
Okay,
okay. Sure,
and
yes.
we're back. Chinese restaurant.
Yes, so Diane and I were shopping on the avenue. It got a little late, and I said to Diane, oh, I don't feel like cooking, but we were eating out, a lot. But I said, oh, Di, I feel like Chinese food. So we're in the car, and she said, here's my phone, you call. So she set it up for me to call. It rang, and the man said, I forgot the name of the restaurant. Well, say
Doesn't matter.
China, China, China or something. I said, yes. I would like to order 2 entrees, steak or something, sesame steak
It doesn't
and
have to be accurate. Just
chicken.
tell the story.
So I said I'd like to put in an order. He said, no, take order from children. I said, oh, well, one moment. I said, no. I said, I'm not a child. He said, no, yeah, talk to mother. I said, I am the mother. No children order. No order from children. I said to Diane, I said, he won't let me order. He thinks I'm a child. And she said, what? She said, that's ridiculous. I said, well, he won't let me order. So she said, give me the phone. She said, I'd like to order 2 dinners. She ordered and he hung up. So when I went in, so Diane left me at the door and I went in and I said, excuse me. I said, I tried to make an order. He said, yes, child order. I said, no. I said, that child is me. I said, I'm the mother. He said, no, child try order. I said, no, that is me. I wanted to order. Then my cousin ordered. He said, name. I said, well, I'm not sure. He said, see, child tried to order. I said, no. I said, no. I said, I don't know the name she gave. It could be Diane, Barbara, Graff, or Haines. He said, oh, no. He said, you pick one.
No,
I said,
yeah, the story goes.
so-
He thought you ordered 4 orders.
I don't know what he thought.
Well,
but
that's
he
what
was
you told
wrong.
me.
Oh.
You said,
No,
he said,
I said the
4
two.
orders. You're like, no, it's under either Diane or Barbara, Graff,
Well,
Haines.
maybe
All
so.
right, forget it.
Maybe. But I said no. 2 orders for Graff, and he said, yes, 2 orders for Graff, no for children. I said I'm not the child, I'm the mother. But so anyway, I said, do you have the 2 orders? He said, yes. Goodbye. Or he said, $28. I said, okay, just charge, please. Thank you
Okay.
very much. And I walked out. So I can't order there.
I guess not.
Diane can only order, yeah.
Mm.
So that's been the story. I told you when I was down at Fort Meade, PX,
Mm.
I was looking at the magazines, and this little boy came over and he asked me a question. And I answered his question, and he looked at his mom, and he said, oh, Mom, she's a cartoon person. I said, you little brat. No, I didn't say that. I thought it. I thought, why is he saying that? So anyway, I was thoroughly, not embarrassed, but,
Something. Insulted.
I know I can't, thoroughly insulted.
Yes, great.
Well, so I called your father and I started crying.
Oh,
I said,
no.
David, this little boy said that I sounded. He said, dear, I love your voice. Don't pay any attention. He likes your voice. I said, no, he didn't. But anyway, that's the way it is.
Yes.
So I just talk whether people say things or not. But
That's
the
for
other
sure.
day I went for an x-ray
Uh-oh.
and I think the girl was whispering to somebody about my voice and I
Nah,
thought, I'm wondering,
it could have been
and
because you
I
had
was,
your gown on backwards again.
oh no, but when I went to my gastroenterologist that I just love, he said, let me see, which end? Yes, he said, you may leave everything on top, but remove the bottom. And when I always open the door when I'm ready, and he came in and he said, "Oh, the wrong end." Oh, I said, "Oh, I forgot." So I said,
What?
"I'll be just a minute." So I was supposed to have the gown for the bottom, for check, and I could stay dressed from the top, but I did the top to and the bottom. Oh, and I
Did-
said, "Oh, Dr. Cromwell, I can't believe I did that." So he said, "I'll be back." I said, "Just
Take
give me a minute."
5.
So, oh, I got all confused about which end. So
Okay, I took
anyway,
my
it was
hat off.
fine.
Is that right? Do you? I failed first grade, so
I
I'm not
did.
exactly
Well,
sure what.
yes, but I didn't fail because of not being anything. I didn't speak because everybody remarked about my voice, and I was so nervous and everything so the sisters told Papa and Nana that Barbara doesn't speak in class or anything, and we think she should repeat the first grade, maybe for her to get used to it. And I thought, oh no. So I have my first grade little notebook downstairs. I see where I might have been able to repeat, I guess. But anyway, my drawings weren't that good. But yeah, that was in Ohio. That was in Ohio in the Catholic school, and that's yeah, I think that's when it started that I would not speak for a long time.
Huh.
I didn't, I couldn't get up in front of the class because everybody, listen to her voice. It was very hard. It
Yeah.
was like, bullying people over their voice.
That
So,
sounds like exactly what it was.
it was. I believe it was because it kept me quiet for
Ugh.
many years.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't. It was difficult having a different voice because people just made fun of you, and I think it's terrible. But that's what they did.
Well,
But
they
now
don't do it now.
well, they do, and I tried to listen to that woman at the desk the other day because she was covering her mouth while I was talking to the other lady signing in for my x-ray, and she was saying, "I don't want to say anything." And I thought, go ahead and say it to me. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Well, maybe
But
you
I
should
was
just
going to
confront
say
her.
I was going to say that I'm Maggie on The Simpsons.
Yeah, and we should correct that because Maggie is the one who
Oh.
doesn't speak.
Oh, you mean Maggie's the baby?
Yes.
Oh,
Lisa.
I got that wrong again. I was all ready to say I'm Maggie on The Simpsons. Or, no. Actually, that wouldn't have been the truth. I would have said,
Well,
have you ever heard Maggie on The Simpsons? You're looking at her.
yeah.
No, that's not true either. But anyway,
None of it is.
I thought, well, yeah, I guess not. Well, it's a good thing I didn't have to say it. So I don't know, but I got the feeling she was making fun of my voice. And I don't,
Huh.
it still bothers me, when people are like that.
Don't
So,
let it
yeah.
because it's also your charm.
My
Part-
charm.
Part of
By
it.
the way, I wanted a charm for my charm bracelet. Oh, Oh, it was beautiful. Oh, it was so beautiful.
What was
They
it?
had a special sale.
Uh,
Well, this company came out of Philadelphia to the jeweler up here in Bel Air that I never go to
okay.
because what?
Nothing. Go on.
I shouldn't say that.
It's
Well,
fine.
anyway, it was estate jewelry. It was absolutely exquisite, like you find up in New York. Uh, pre-owned jewelry, but absolutely exquisite jewelry. And I thought, I can't believe it that, well, they didn't send me an invitation. They made a mistake because I put several things on the tray that I wanted, and he gave me a good deal. And Michelle, I'm sorry, I did fall for a pair of earrings. Oh, I feel so bad, but I did get a pair of earrings. I think I told you, didn't I?
You
But
did.
oh, I'm sorry. But anyway, and on a budget right now. I'm not supposed to get anything that I hear every day. But anyway, I wish I had gotten the charm because it was it was exquisite.
Uh-huh.
And
What was
he
it?
gave me a deal. Oh, it was beautiful. It was 18 karat yellow gold, but it had semi-precious stones. A bit like my miner's balls earrings. Oh, by the way, I don't like Smythe anymore either because when I bought the miner's balls, oh, yeah,
So
okay.
much
Well, and getting
editing.
back to the charm.
Okay.
Yes, sorry. Oh,
It's
gosh.
fine. They're
I
not
can't
listening.
stand him. Oh,
Making it
oh,
worse. All right, go
anyway.
on.
Well, okay. Anyway, well, I won't go there anymore. So, so next year, this company is coming back. What they do is they deal only in estate jewelry. But the girl, the representative of the company, and she was very vague. I said, well, Anne, could you give me a number where I could contact you in case I'm able to sometime buy these charms? And she said, oh, and I thought, oh, why aren't you giving me a number? So I don't know, but she said for security purposes, she didn't want to tell me, but I did pull it out of her that she was on her way to Las Vegas with the jewelry. And I think she didn't want to divulge anything because, people can follow people who have a lot of money in, I'm sure she had security with her and everything. But the things were, absolutely gorgeous, like you would see in your jewelers by you. Just gorgeous. And to end up here in Bel Air just stunned me. Oh, is that bad?
No, say what you want.
Oh, well, it stunned me because this area is not an economic. Listen, I'm in the business, of fashion and everything. Bruno Cucinelli, the higher end. Brunello Cucinelli,
marinara
yes,
sauce.
Ferragamo. Ferragamo was the founder of the company, Salvatore Ferragamo, was in competition with your grandfather, who owned the the Garofalo shoe manufacturing company in Brooklyn. Now in New York, I'm not sure. I think they might pronounce it Thames Street in Brooklyn, but it's Thames in England. But anyway, Houston is different than Houston in New York. So, anyway. So
this was my great grandfather from Cosenza, correct?
Cosenza, yes. Papa's father. So my father's father. Yes, he came over as a little boy as a cobbler from Cosenza, but your great grandfather, my grandfather, came from Sicily, and we knew them. I knew them. Um, he came from Sicily. Grandma Barber came from northern Italy and was as blonde and blue-eyed as anything, and he was very dark and olive-skinned.
Huh.
So they were such opposites, and they were only about 4 feet tall. They were such a cute little couple. And oh my goodness, he lived to be, I think, in his 90s. They all lived very, very long lives. So you have good genes. I'd like to live about 25 more years. So I would like to get that charm.
Can have it on your 90th birthday.
Oh, honey, I can't believe I can't believe being that age, but yes,
Yeah.
I hope to be. But anyway, for you and David, because I'm worth money.
Don't do it for us.
Oh, is that?
I'm kidding.
I don't mean that. It's not a lot. It's just that as long as I live, I get that pension.
Okay.
He passed away last night,
Yes, years ago.
Yeah, forget. Well, it was the 5th year,
Yes.
Oh,
I'm just saying
anyway,
it wasn't
yes.
last night. The date.
No. I would not be able to talk.
And since you're kind of rambling, would you like to say who you're talking about?
Who? You mean your father?
For people listening, not everyone knows who he is.
Oh, this is David Haines, Captain Retired. He was a graduate of West Point. He had a master's in international relations.
And Dad.
Oh, your father.
Did you know he used to?
I thought you needed background.
No.
Oh.
Did you know Dad used to call my phone and leave a message saying, Michelle, this is David Haines, your father.
He was very funny. He was just naturally funny. And he used to make me so mad when he tried to be funny. I said, David, stop it. You're not funny. You're funny when you're just yourself. Because remember how we used to laugh at him at the table? I mean, he's very naturally funny. Yeah.
Yep.
Very much so. But I often think about, the people we've met because of your father and your grandparents on both sides, with your grandfather Garofalo being a senior officer in the Army and everything, and then the Haines grandparents. Oh, okay.
Was there more to that story about...
Which one?
If I could finish, you'd find out.
Oh, sorry.
The story about your grandfather, the cobbler with the Garofalo shoes. Didn't he make the shoes for famous people?
Oh, yes. Well, they lived in Forest Hills, New York. And your grandfather, he came over from Italy through Ellis Island. I imagine their name is etched on the Statue of Liberty, I think.
Are you talking about...
But anyway,
Are you talking about Papa or my great-grandfather?
No. I'm talking about my grandfather.
All right.
No. My father's father, who would be your great grandfather on
How about
side,
you speak for you so we don't get mixed up?
What about me? What do you mean?
So you will refer to him as your grandfather. You don't have to switch back and forth.
I refer to him as my grandfather.
Yeah.
That's what you want? My grandfather had the shoe manufacturing company in Brooklyn, New York. And he actually he had his shoes were carried. Oh, this is the exciting thing. His shoes were carried in bullocks of California
Where
in
what?
the
Wait,
30s and
where?
40s.
Where you cut out?
Bullocks.
Bullock?
It was a very nice luxury department store in the 30s and 40s called Bullock's, like Sandra Bullock, I think.
Or like the swear word in England.
Oh, what? I don't know.
They say
What's
bullocks.
a bullock?
We'll look it up later. Anyway.
Oh, I don't know what that is. I
Good.
don't know.
You don't need
I
to.
only know a little bit of German.
Yeah, like what?
Oh, no. Someone German would know what I say. I
no
can't
one's
say
listening
that.
to this. Just say it.
Oh, really? Oh, so we're not. Oh, you were just kidding. Okay. No. No, I don't say things like that, although it's easier to say it in a different language.
Yes, it is. Didn't you yell at the kids in Germany out the window? You called them something?
No, my friends did.
Right.
Well,
what did they say?
No, I called him a du Esel, is you donkey.
What else?
Well, not very nice.
Just say the word.
I don't say it. A Scheißkopf.
Okay, thanks. All right, so anyway, bullocks.
But I don't. Bullocks in California, and then he had private orders from Joan Crawford. I'm sure you've heard of the actress Joan Crawford, one of the most prolific actors of the time, the 30s and 40s. She ordered, and this is the fun part. She ordered alligator shoes from your grandfather in every conceivable color that he could make.
And both of them.
Your grandfather, Papa, had to match every single skin. And he was the secretary of the company, which is funny. But he went back into he graduated from Fordham ROTC and went into the war in 1942, June. And they helicoptered them he was a first lieutenant, and he had, of course, men under him. And they flew the helicopters to the Aleutian Islands, he was at Attu, which was a very, very bad place to be during the war. And the helicopter dropped them in the pitch black of the morning, and they fell into the Pacific Ocean with probably around 100 pounds of gear on, and they had to swim to shore. And your grandfather, my father, I don't know when, but the family has the radiogram and everything. He was captured in the Aleutian Islands and was missing for maybe 3 to 4 weeks, I believe. But then they received, and your great grandparents were just devastated because he was an only child, and of course he was loved very deeply. But when you're captured by the Japanese in the Aleutian Islands, it's not good. So about 3, yes. I'm just learning this in the past 2 years that
being captured is not good. Oh
no, it's not good. No, it's quite bad.
Okay.
You know, from Senator McCain and everything.
Yes.
But anyway, but that's the Vietnam War, of course. No, wait a minute. Yes, Vietnam, and you know, your father was captain then, and they sprayed Agent Orange every single day to take care of the canopy. The overgrowth of the trees was called a canopy, and in order to see the enemy, our airmen our helicopters had to spray every day to kill the foliage so that they could see the enemy because they were dug in very, very deep. And so if there was a tree covering there, they would have to get rid of it because the Vietnam War was very, very bad. And well, no war is good. It's all bad. But
thank you.
so yes, well, I'll change the subject, of course. But getting back to the shoes, yes,
Yeah,
your
if you finish
grandfather.
the story, that'd be great.
I mean, your great grandfather, yes, made shoes for Mary Pickford, a lot of actresses, and
by the way,
also Bullock's. Yes.
guess what?
Yes.
Where my
What?
apartment is, right across from Raleigh Studios, Mary Pickford shot a film there, and I have a picture of her.
Oh my goodness! Well, she was a customer of your great grandfather. She was, and she also lived not far from them, outside. Well, there is a gated area in Forest Hills, and it's called the Gardens. Well, your great grandparents lived outside the Gardens in a lovely home, and then Mary Pickford lived behind them in the gated gardens. It's called the Gardens of Forest Hills. Very lovely homes. Yes, yes. So she lived right there. So she put an order in, yes, she ordered shoes from your grandfather many times. And I'm sure there are many other people that I don't even know about, but those were the two that my father, your grandfather, used to talk about mostly, I think, because he worked there at the time, and then he went back into the Army, and that's yes, that's the rest of my life in the Army.
Okay, well, that was fast.
Yes,
well,
but
since you mentioned Papa getting captured, what happened after that?
Well, I don't know any details. Neither does the family. But there was a radiogram sent to his parents saying Lieutenant William E. Garofalo safe and found. So they were Bobby said they had the biggest party, and your grandmother was a wonderful cook, and so was your grandfather, because they had two kitchens in their house.
What,
now,
this Nana and Papa did, or my great-grandparents?
No, my grandfather.
So the Italians?
Yeah, Garofalo, grandfather, Papa's father.
Got it.
And mother, but the grandmother, Sadie, I never knew. She died quite young, at 48, I believe in 1948 or 49 from cancer. So that's where you get that bad gene, and you have to be checked. Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's where it comes from. And it's good that we know because, then you'll go to the doctor and stay up with it. Yes. So they had a big, what?
Go
What
on.
did you say?
I was just wondering which gown I should wear when I go to get checked. But anyway.
Oh, yes.
The party.
Well, yes, you'll know. Oh, well, they celebrated that he was found, and Bobby said your grandmother, the cooking, and she would make, well, when I was young, we weren't around very often because of being stationed away from home. And but when we were close to New York, we would always visit. And I had to sit on my grandfather's lap. He would call me Bruta, which means ugly. And that was to keep away the bad things in life. So he said, Bruta, Bruta. He was very Italian.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your grandmother was not. She was, she was a very Italian, but not in her speech. She was born in the United States. But your grandfather, great-grandfather came from Italy, so he had a very, very heavy accent. All I could understand was Bruta and she's a nice and anyway, but oh, did he cook? Well, he cooked downstairs in a great big kitchen. He made his own pasta and everything, and then she would cook upstairs, but I didn't know her. This is the second grandmother when he remarried later in life. But anyway, we had 4 courses, and I was going to say, I don't remember you sitting there, but you weren't there. It was me.
Yep.
So anyway, it was delicious. Yeah. Well, that's what they did. But your grandmother, Nana, was Czechoslovakian, and I didn't know either of them. And they were marble workers. And in New York City, the Empire State Building lobby was done by your Uncle Frank. The company did a lot of things in the city. They did most of the Chrysler building, and Aunt Mary said many of the marble work in banks in the city, and So when I walk into the Empire State, one year David wanted me to take a computer course at the Learning Center at the Empire State Building. I have never been so embarrassed in my life.
How could that be?
Oh, well,
Why?
there were people, because I don't know how to use a computer very well. I do know how to open a folder now, but I didn't know anything. And David said, Mom, it would be a good idea if you went to learn. And I said, oh, yeah, whatever. So I go up there with all my bags and my purse, and the instructor said, you are? And I said, yes, I'm Barbara Haines here for the computer course. He said, oh, yes. He said, would you like to sit here? I said, well, yes, thank you.
So far, so good.
Well, yeah. Everything he asked. He said, well, if you push control and something else, the computer will do that. And I said, where is control? And I didn't know anything, Michelle. It was the most humiliating time.
That can't be true.
Well, maybe not, but it was. I was so humiliated, but I had my bracelet on, and
and my
I still had my
marinara
jewelry
t-shirt.
on. Yes, no, I have to tell you, I went to the doctor with David for his appointment one morning, and I was getting dressed in the dark, and I didn't open the. Oh, even this makes me laugh because I couldn't believe what I did. Well, he had a very lovely doctor, and Dr. Miller came out, and I'm sitting in the chair, and he said, oh, hello, Mrs. Haines. I said, it's very nice to meet you, Dr. Miller. I looked down. I had 2 different shoes on. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I had one Chanel flat, and the other one was a Ferragamo. I looked and I said, oh my gosh. Well, David was back in the examination room, and I thought, oh, I can't believe this. I was walking all over the city in 2 different shoes. And I didn't notice until I sat down in the doctor's office. Well, I loved the Chanel, but I wasn't crazy about the other make with it,
Yeah.
I thought, oh, my word. Oh, and I have to tell you about that lady on Wall Street.
Okay.
Remember the the lady that claimed to be a homeless person? Well,
No, I don't.
there are homeless, and I feel sorry for them. But when I would go from the apartment at Hanover Square, go down past Delmonico's and go
David's
on Wall
apartment,
Street.
my brother David's apartment.
Oh, yeah, the apartment. Yes,
I
yes,
know
the
you know,
apartment.
but the people who aren't
Oh,
listening don't. So go on.
oh, who aren't listening? Oh, okay. Well, anyway, yes, I would go from David's apartment, and she was always on the corner of maybe a Beaver and Wall Street or something, and I dreaded going up Wall Street because I knew she was going to ask me for money. And your father said, don't give anyone money, go and buy them something to eat. And I thought, I'm not going to buy something to eat, because later on I found out she supposedly has a very nice apartment in the city, but she had food all down her shirt, somewhat like I
you.
look right now. But anyway, and her hair a mess, and well, I brushed my hair for the podcast, and I put my jewelry on and everything. But anyway, so I'm walking up Wall Street, and there she is. I felt sorry for her. But when I got up to her, I'm walking, and I, kind of look and say, I nodded. And she said, you know what? You need to fix your hair. And I looked at her, and I thought I needed to color it a little bit. And she told me, you need to fix your hair. And I thought, I couldn't believe it. So apparently, maybe she's doing all right. I don't know. But I thought, the nerve. I thought, I'm not going to give her any money. Yeah. So I have a feeling she probably does have an apartment. Somebody told us that. Not to give her any money because she's fine. But yeah. David and I, should I tell you about what happened at Judith Ripka's sample sale?
Yeah, do that. And then we'll
okay.
Wrap it
up.
up.
Do you want to wrap up?
Just tell the story.
Well, we went to a Judith Ripka, that's like you're sorry. Okay. Judith Ripka was having a sample sale, and I loved going to the sample sales. Well, to make a long story short, we looked around. I got some jewelry, of course, and we're checking out. We took the bag. They put things in just a little plastic bag so it wouldn't look like anything expensive. But, oh, my gosh, when we got in the cab, David said, just hold the bag. He said, give it to me. I said, yeah, you better take it. So we get back to David's apartment, and I laid the jewelry out, and I said, David, I didn't buy this and this and this and this. I had about $7,000 worth of jewelry that I didn't buy. They had put somebody's jewelry in it, but in our bag also, and the woman was furious, we later found out. So they were in big trouble. So they were trying to get us via email, and we were in the cab and everything, and we were, just chatting and everything, and I said, oh, I love this and I love that. Well, so when we saw we had the jewelry, I said, David, we've got to go right back. He said, absolutely. So we got a cab, and we're on our way back, and David calls them. And Steve, who was a big shot with Judith Ripka, said, oh, my gosh, thank goodness we've been trying to contact you. I said, I'm on my way back. It was at the Carrollton Hotel. And when we arrived, he gave me a big hug. He said, thank you, because this woman was making trouble for him. And he gave away her jewelry. I mean, there would be some people that wouldn't come back with it, but they knew they put it in my bag, but I didn't know that they knew. And besides, I don't want her jewelry. I didn't even like it. So, well,
so
I
much
wouldn't
for
keep
just
it anyway.
honesty.
Yes. Well, it's true. Her taste was completely different than mine, but I didn't want it anyway because, somebody bought their jewelry. They were all excited. Why I would want mine back. So anyway, I gave it to him. He said, Barbara, thank you so much. I said, oh, you're welcome. And David and I were turning to leave, and he said, just a minute. He said, come in. I want you to pick out something that you would like, and it's on us. I said, oh, Steve, please, it doesn't matter. I said, this belongs to someone else.
Doesn't matter. I'll take the whole
he
case.
Said no. No. I was staggered that he said, well, I had seen a pair of green amethyst and diamond 18-karat gold and sterling earrings, and David said no because they were too expensive. So I passed them. So I went right to the case. I said I do love those. I knew
Steve,
exactly
you don't have
what
to.
I
I'll take
wanted.
those.
Well, you know what happened? He looked at his partner and had a question. He thought, oh, those? He didn't say that.
Great.
But I just loved them. And I said, well, those. And he said, give me a moment. So he went and they had a little conference. I think he didn't expect that I'd pick out a pair that was a little more expensive than what
Doesn't
he
know
thought.
Babsie.
So, no. Well, yeah. But anyway, so he said, they're yours. I said, oh, my goodness. I said, Steve, you don't have to do this. I don't have to have them. And he said, yes, we want you to have them.
They were already
I said,
in your ears.
No. They wrapped them, and I said, oh, well, thank you. I said, I can't, I have no words. I said, thank you very much. It's very kind of you, and I'll be back next year.
Yeah, be like, oh, please don't come back.
For another mistake. But, yes. So, yes, we've had some interesting times.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. All right, good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, see ya.
Yes. Oh, okay. Bye. Now, is Tim totally bored?
He's asleep.
Oh, is he asleep?
He passed out at the controls.
Well, my voice is annoying. I know. It'll
it's
probably
not.
keep him up. But
Okay.
So you have other people on your podcast today?
No, I don't.
Oh,
It's just you
so-
and me.
Oh, so what? Did Tim leave?
No,
He
he's right
didn't want-
there.
Oh, I thought maybe he left. He didn't want. Oh, hello, Tim. Oh my goodness. Well,
All right.
I'm sure it's very boring, but anyway, we
Oh,
had a nice
thanks.
life.
Yeah.
So what is it? Time for a commercial?
Yeah, we're not doing that
Is
yet.
it-
We're just going to end this and save some life for next time.
Oh, I have a lot of stories,
I
but
know.
I don't know if people want to hear them,
Well, we don't really care either. So they don't have to listen.
Yeah, that's not. Oh,
Uh,
well, I appreciate if they do for you. How do you know if they're listening? I don't understand.
well, you don't even know what
do
a
you have to
podcast
go,
is.
really?
So.
No.
Yeah, we should probably go. Save some for next time.
Oh,
There are other
okay.
things going
All
on
right.
at soundBOX LA besides
Oh,
being on the phone with
yes,
Babsie.
I know you have a lot of famous people coming in and out, and I
Oh,
know you're
yes.
busy. Okay, well, it was a pleasure to meet you, Tim. Oh, what a lovely voice. My. Would you say that again? Or say something? Oh, so nice. Oh, my, what a
Oh.
I mean, how do you say not lovely for a man? What would be the proper word? What a... Yes, okay. Oh, what a lovely voice. Wow.
All right. Well, you go look
well,
up some
this is
synonyms and
Oh, honey bunch.
yes.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Dolly.
Oh, nicknames,
Dolly.
huh? Okay.
Oh, honey bunch.
Oh,
Yes.
oh boy. Okay. We'll
Well,
edit.
I was going to ask if you wanted to hear Gizmo, but
Yeah,
maybe
sure.
another time.
Make it fast, but don't
Okay.
squeeze her too hard.
Oh, no, well, I have to, let me see. Gizmo, one goodie. Oh, can you wait a minute? Just a minute. What just...
Gizmo is my kitty. Nobody knows. Ah, that's cute.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did.
Well, we can do it louder next time.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'll be prepared.
All right.
Okay. I have to give her that. But thank you for listening or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
It'll probably be my last time.
No, we'll do this again.
Oh, people might call in and say, who is that?
Can't call in, but okay.
Oh, okay.
Your homework is to find out what a podcast is.
Okay, I'll do that. But listen, how do you find out who is listening and how many people?
I will explain it later because I don't know.
Oh, you're still on the air?
Yes.
Oh.
It's not live.
I'll go. Oh, okay.
You don't have to whisper.
What is it? You mean it's taped?
Yeah.
Oh, so people aren't really listening then.
Not yet because I haven't loaded it to the podcast yet.
Oh, thank God, because you can just erase all of me if you want to. I don't know what to do. Okay. Oh, honey, I love hearing from you and Tim.
Oh.
And someday Jessica's going to fly out with me because I'm afraid to come alone since Dad isn't here. So.
Okay.
Oh, don't put that on the... Edit that out, Michelle. Can't you just get on your telephone? All right. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay,
right.
That's not for people.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
just
we'll
between
decide
us
what's for people.
and
Okay.
Tim, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
us.
Oh, okay.
Say it into
All
my
right.
flower.
Well,
okay.
Did you do what? What's flower?
Say it into
What
my
did you say?
flower. What is that, Linda Tripp
I
or
don't
something?
understand.
It's a reference to a Saturday Night Live skit.
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yes, I am.
Oh, what did you say?
It was a skit based on Linda Tripp recording her secretly into a flower. Chris Farley played.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, well, excuse me. Like your stories of Vietnam and the war just happened yesterday.
Just a minute now. Better edit that out.
Yes, we'll edit the whole thing.
Make sure you edit whatever you want because, most of it isn't that good.
All right, don't tell me what to edit. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it's been wonderful. And even though, yes, but so have a good day. Have a good, what time is it there?
I don't know. It's getting late. Oh, it's 12:31.
I'll let you go.
Yep,
okay.
All right. Bye.
All right. Well, have a wonderful day and so nice to meet you, Tim. Would he say something? Just, oh, nice to meet you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in person someday. Okay, all right. I'll come back home to Monterey. All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, be sure to wear the right matching pair of shoes and maybe wash your shirt.
Oh, I will.
Okay,
will. I'll make sure I tie them together.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Okay,
all
goodbye.
Right, well, have a wonderful day.
Yep,
and
you said that.
Yeah, wish us luck with the storm.
Okay. All right,
all
goodbye.
right, honey.
Yep, bye.
Yes, bye.
Yep, bye. See ya. Bye. Okay, bye. Hang up. Okay, we're going to hang up.
Honey.
Yep.
Yeah, you hang up first. Okay.
Bye.
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 Is it over? Is it done? Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you for listening. That's been On the Line with Babsie. And tune in next time where we have so many more stories to tell. Thank you.